Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande finally clear the air. We are in a non-demi-curious, semi-binary relationship.
Every queer person knows it from the beginning. Most of us do, but we don't necessarily know.
Should Ethan be stressing over Cynthia Erivo's strange obsession with Ariana Grande? Because at this point, it's turning straight up awkward. And nobody would be shocked if it later came out that Cynthia was the real reason Ariana suddenly slowed down those wedding plans. It sounds wild right now, but the way these clips keep stacking up has people watching with sharper eyes than ever. Even though Ariana is recovering from COVID, with Frankie Grande telling E! News she's doing fine and resting during the Wicked for Good press tour, the internet refuses to let this storyline go. Folks keep digging up those weird little moments between her and Cynthia, and the more anyone watches them together, the quicker those puzzle pieces start snapping in place. Ariana disappearing to rest makes total sense.
She was like a
Yes,
punch,
we
right?
did. Yeah.
Yes.
We did.
We have both.
Where are they? What are they?
On our hands.
We have for good on our hands.
Yes.
And they
Now that's
in
in,
like
like,
we got them on opposite, so when we hold hands, they touch. It's so crazy.
It's ridiculous. We have our,
It's a
our
lot.
puppies.
We have our poppies.
Oh, I love
And
the
then-
poppy.
But what's throwing everybody off is Cynthia suddenly acting like Ariana is her emotional support twin flame. It's looking a little too close, and people can't help wondering what's really going on behind the scenes before this turns into something even messier. Here's the moment that really kicked the whole theory into motion. A report started blowing up online claiming that Cynthia finally put a label on her connection with Ariana. And once that rumor hit the timeline, everything shifted instantly. But this so-called label is confusing everybody because nobody can figure out what it's even supposed to mean. According to the report, Cynthia and Ariana are in a non-demi-curious, semi-binary relationship. And the internet has been staring at that sentence like it's written in another language. The explanation floating around makes it even stranger. People are saying the label basically means we're not an actual couple, but we're curious about what that could mean, so it's not a relationship. But it's also not a relationship. It's close, but not official, open, but not defined, connected, but not committed, and everyone's asking what we're even doing here, because it sounds like someone dodging a straight answer while keeping the door cracked open just in case. And sure, Cynthia identifies as queer and bisexual, something she spoke about proudly in her 2022 British Vogue interview. But being part of the LGBTQ+ community doesn't magically turn every friendship into a romance.
Do any super gay people want to explain what this means?
That's not how any of this works, but this whole non-D's semi-binary curious vibe had people side-eyeing instantly because it didn't sound like a friendship label. It sounded like someone quietly tiptoeing around a crush they don't want to admit out loud. But the story didn't stop there. The very next morning pushed the internet right over the edge when someone posted a video from a Wicked press moment. Mark Platt lightly touched Ariana's arm, and Cynthia's reaction in the background had people losing it immediately. It started as a totally normal public moment, nothing strange at all, until Cynthia swooped in out of nowhere. The second Mark Platt lightly touched Ariana's arm, Cynthia jumped forward, grabbed Ariana's arm, and kissed the exact spot like she was claiming it right then and there. The internet couldn't believe it. The comments were wild, and one person even said, "Can't have a man touching her." And honestly, that described the energy perfectly. It was giving full territorial vibes, and people weren't shy about saying it online. But if anyone thought the arm-grabbing moment was odd, the next situation had the whole internet convinced Cynthia is way too locked in on Ariana Grande. During the Wicked for Good premiere in Singapore, a fan sprinted full speed toward Ariana. No boundaries, just straight chaos. And Ariana instantly flinched like she didn't know what was about to happen. Security was still catching up, but Cynthia was already moving before anyone else even reacted. She stepped in faster than the guards, shoved the guy back, and blocked Ariana like she was her own personal bodyguard. And that clip went viral in seconds. People were stunned at how intense Cynthia's reaction was. But things got even louder when the aftermath hit. The fan, Johnson Ween, got arrested, served 9 days in jail, and ended up banned from Singapore completely. They deported him back to Australia and made it crystal clear he wouldn't be returning anytime soon. And to understand why Cynthia snapped into protector mode like that, people started going back to something Ariana said way before all this chaos, where Ariana talked about feeling safe with Cynthia every single day. She said they have love and trust between them and that she truly believes they were supposed to be in each other's lives. And the shippers grabbed that quote like it was an entire fanfic chapter happening in real time. They treated it like confirmation of something deeper, and the internet didn't slow down for 1 second. And after everybody lost it over Ariana saying she was meant to be in Cynthia's life, things got even stranger. Right before the Wicked for Good premiere in New York, Variety reported that Cynthia Erivo lost her voice and wouldn't be doing interviews at all. But then guess who else suddenly skipped interviews? Ariana Grande. The timing had the internet spinning because even though Ariana had a legit reason, recovering from COVID, people still clocked how these two moved from emotional twinning to public appearance twinning, like whatever one does, the other follows without hesitation. Folks online were saying it looked less like coincidence and more like they were syncing up on purpose. And speaking of matching energies, or whatever people want to call this intense mirroring, these two literally have matching tattoos. You all got tattoos like a bunch, right? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We puppies. Oh, I love the puppy scenes. Cynthia posted hers proudly, showing off the tattoo she got with Ariana and writing a long emotional message about how Ariana is 1 in a million. She even said that if she could do the whole journey again, she would still choose her as Belinda, and that post sent fans into a frenzy instantly. She even said Ariana was a gift she was lucky to get, and that line alone made fans pause hard. Yeah, Ariana getting matching tattoos with people isn't shocking. She's done it before. But longtime fans started saying, oh no, we've seen this movie already. Because back in 2018, she did the exact same thing with Pete Davidson. And when that relationship fell apart, both of them scrambled to cover, hide, or laser those tattoos like they needed them off immediately. It was messy back then, and people are wondering if something similar is creeping in again. Now fans are asking real questions. Is this another weird pattern starting? Are they repeating history? And is Cynthia getting way too locked in with someone who clearly already looks overwhelmed? The internet loves a theory, and this one snowballed fast. And right when the questions started bubbling up, a new clip dropped and made things even stranger. One person jumped into the comments saying, no, she is PWN, her showing the world that she is the dominant person in the relationship. It is basically psychological abuse, which was a heavy accusation that set people off immediately. Then someone else backed it up with, yes, for sure. Her constant invasion of Grande's physical space is meant to break down resistance. The fact that she does this in public means that she knows Grande won't react negatively. And the whole thread exploded as people argued over what the dynamic between these two even is. Another comment said, I think someone realized when she was so distraught over the bombing that she was vulnerable. And the fact that Take got thousands of likes shows how many folks are thinking the same thing. It's intense. But that's exactly why so many viewers are saying Ethan Slater should be at least a little concerned right now. Anyone would raise an eyebrow after watching those clips because the energy is getting too loud to ignore. And right when the internet was already clocking how strange things felt, the breakup rumors between Ariana and Ethan started heating up again. They kept showing up at the same Wicked for Good premieres, same carpets, same events, but acting like two co-workers who barely knew each other. No posing together, no warm moments, nothing that suggested romance at all. Then Ethan went on the Today Show and made everything 10 times worse. The host asked how it felt working with your girlfriend every day, and instead of answering normally, he dodged the question instantly. He said the whole cast was incredible, which sounded fine, but then he complimented Ariana and Cynthia at the same time, like he was trying to keep everything extremely neutral. The way he tiptoed around that question had everyone watching like, why is he talking like that? It looked like he was trying his hardest not to say anything that could spark even more drama, and every word came out so neutral that fans were like, come on now, nobody missed that. People instantly started saying the relationship is either done or hanging on by a thread, because if everything was smooth, he would have answered straight without blinking. One person even said, LOL the dodge of the girlfriend question. Whatever their relationship status is, if they were truly in love, they'd be proud to talk about each other. And that comment had folks nodding quick. Another viewer added, the NDA between him and Ariana has been signed. And suddenly, everyone was convinced he's holding back something he's not allowed to say. And honestly, the more people piece it all together, the distance, the dodging answers, the stiff energy on carpets, the whole trail keeps pointing in one direction. Right now, it really feels like all roads lead straight back to Cynthia Erivo, and the real question is what happens next, because whatever's brewing here is drifting way past a simple movie situation. Nobody feels ready for where this might go next. So what do people think is really happening behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe to HeatSpill, share this with someone who needs the tea, and see you on the next one.